Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson Jetsetting here with another resort review here in our hometown of Scottsdale, Arizona at the newly rebranded Grand Hyatt Scottsdale Resort. Up until recently, this was the Hyatt Regency Scottsdale Resort at Gainey Ranch. But the resort has put $115 million into their renovation, so I'm excited to step on property and check out all of the different changes. They've done a full room refresh, they've refreshed the pool, they added a few new restaurants by celebrity chef Richard Blais. So let's get started with our review, but before we do, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My channel is focused on unbiased hotel, resort, and cruise reviews. From the lens of my travels, I take you all around the world with me, so thanks a lot for watching. Give this video a like if you love the content. So right now we're walking from the uncovered self-parking lot. Self-parking is $30 a night here at the Grand Hyatt Scottsdale Resort. That fee is waived for globalists staying on points. I am a globalist, so I did get an upgrade on my stay. We'll show you the one-bedroom suite, newly renovated here in just a minute. But across the way here is the Spa Aviana. So this is actually included for globalists. I didn't have a chance to pop my head in here after their most recent renovation, but it's right next to the tennis courts. They actually turned this street into a grassed-in area. It looks really nice, but they've added pickleball courts and resurfaced all the tennis courts here right next to the gym. The gym is indoor-outdoor. It's not gigantic, but it gets the job done. Really like this whole area of the resort. So this is located in the front of the resort. We're mixing in some shots here from our stay earlier in 2024 when the renovation was still ongoing. So you may see some construction walls. Those are all gone at this point. It really has been a multi-year process here, turning the Hyatt Regency into the Grand Hyatt. I'm also seeing that they're going to bring back the club lounge based on the resort's hiring. They got rid of that at the Hyatt Regency a number of years ago after COVID. It was one of my favorite club lounges I've ever seen because they had a cool koi pond. That's now gone, but they're going to bring back the club hopefully. So look forward to that in 2025. One of the biggest changes here at the Grand Hyatt is the expansion of their convention center. It looks ultra modern, really cool entrance here on the outside across from the uncovered self-parking. There's a parking garage right next to it that I ended up parking at for my stay just to check it out. Not completely done yet. There's definitely some construction still going on in early 2025 when I shot this clip. But the convention center is brand spanking new. They had a wedding on property on the date of my visit. So this is going to be a big event space throughout Scottsdale. It's located central in Scottsdale in the McCormick Ranch, Gainey Ranch area. So it's in between Old Town and North Scottsdale. It's great for golf. You actually get access to the Gainey Ranch Private Golf Club if you're staying here on property. So that's a great perk if you're a golfer. So if you are watching this video and maybe you're going to be hosting a big event on property, you're thinking about it, I'm going to show you a little bit of the convention space here just so you have a good idea. Then we're going to move on to the whole public space that they've redone in the main lobby, all the restaurants, and then move on to our one-bedroom suite that we were upgraded to. This property is definitely pretty big, can handle those big conventions, 496 rooms in total from the standard one king all the way up to full casitas near the pools. There's some really cool lakes that overlook the Gainey Ranch Golf Club and the pool complexes. So if you need a 2 or 3 bedroom room, the resort does offer that. The convention center connects in with the rest of the resort with these stairs leading into one of the atriums. There's several atriums in the main part of the resort here. This is where the guest rooms are, so it's very convenient to get over to the convention center from your room. Lots of Native American art on property, and there's even a whole wing that can educate you on some of the Native American tribes that are living nearby. So this is the check-in atrium. This is at the very front of the resort. This is where you do your business with checking in, any problems you might have on property. And then this leads into the newly refreshed main atrium. This is a big change, I would say, with this property. They used to feel very dark. They've lightened this whole lobby up like crazy. I'll put the link down below to my tour of the property way back when I first started the channel. We've stayed here a number of times, as I mentioned, so you can definitely do the comparison with this lobby. They got rid of the sushi bar. They've added a different kind of sushi restaurant that I'll show you in a bit. But the whole lobby leads to La Zozona, which is where the lobby bar used to be, and it leads to the new signature restaurant for the resort. So this is by celebrity chef Richard Blais, as I mentioned earlier. This is where the club lounge used to be. But it's a really cool space in here. It's definitely built for that lounge atmosphere. It's a great vibe. So it's cool to see all of the changes here on property, especially starting with like what kind of food they serve in the signature restaurant space. I did like how outside of the main entrance of La Zozana, you can take a peek into the kitchen. Love it when restaurants do this. but they've added a lot of new touches. You can tell that the resort is brand spanking new because they have like water bottle refill stations that are automatic and everywhere. It's great for in the desert. But I did like how they kept the old elevator doors. I really liked these from the old design of the hotel, so it's a little nod to the past. But here's the new atrium lobby bar. There's some really fancy smoked cocktails here. They really put a lot of thought into bringing, I think, people together into the center of the lobby versus putting them to the side. This used to be a concert venue space, so now they've put that over to the side here. These doors can open up when the weather's nice, but it's really great that they've completely renovated this space. I think this is a major home run. The next restaurant by Richard Blais here is in Mesa Central. So this is where you're going to have your breakfast in the morning if you're a globalist. It's kind of a buffet in the mornings, and then it is a more casual dining atmosphere the rest of the day. So now you have Tiki Taka as well, which is the sushi and tapas bar. So this is going to be very Instagram friendly. You have the neon signs, carpets on the walls, that sort of thing. But it's kind of a, Japanese tiki bar vibe. So right outside of all of this is going to be the main outdoor space of the resort before you get to the pool. This all used to be very desert landscaped, and I see why they did this. They wanted to open up more event space for the resort, but this used to be kind of a tiered staircase down to the pool, and now they've flattened that. Probably a little easier to walk down to the pool with that too, but there used to be some really cool desert plants here, so I'm bummed to see that. But the good news is they've completely refreshed the pool complex at the resort. It's very sprawling. They, of course, have a pool bar and restaurant that you can get lots of snacks, lots and lots of beach chairs here. As you can tell, they've added brand new cabana complexes, which I know are popular. You can watch sports and stuff out here. This is going to be great for the crowds that come in here January through March for spring training or the Phoenix Open. It's going to be very popular. You got your towel stand here. Towels, of course, included with your resort fee or the fee that you're paying to stay at the resort. But they have an adults only pool over here to the right. They got rid of some smaller pools that used to be here and under some covers. I really liked that area, but I see why they did away with it. But the new pool is really, really sparkling, brand new feel here, which is great. Opens up the space, lets in that sunshine that people are coming into town for. So I definitely understand that they did that. But they also kept a lot of the things that were already working here at the pool. So in the main pool, they have a beach entry pool, which is awesome for kids. I have a small kid now. He absolutely loved his time on the beach section of this pool. And they kept the awesome water slide as well. So we'll show you that. They have fire pits here overlooking Gainey Ranch Golf Club. They have the lakes here that I haven't seen the gondolas in a while, but they used to have gondolas out there. I think those are probably gone since COVID. Maybe they'll bring those back. But really cool that they're on a lake here. It's just a very unique feeling resort. Don't have a lot of water here in the desert, as you probably know. So it's cool to have some of these man-made lakes that just bring that lake feel over here. So here's the main pool. There's lots of little sections for different activities. You have volleyball. You have a hot tub right here in the middle. This all was undercover at one point, and so they've gotten rid of all of that. I love that they have a putting green here right next to the pool as well, because there are a lot of people in town for golf. And Sandbar was the first new restaurant to open. This is also by Richard Blais, so you're going to have some elevated pool food here just by nature of that relationship. Now let's get into the one-bedroom suite that we received. So we've stayed in this type of room before. It's definitely changed with the renovation. A full refresh. Love the bathroom with all of the gray marble. Everything feels a lot brighter in here. If you look at my old video, everything felt very dark in there. It needed a big renovation. So it was cool to see. Shower tub combo there, and then a separate toilet area. Not a gigantic bathroom, though I found that most suites really just do not have big bathrooms. See me complain about that a lot on the channel. I know it's first world problems, but it is something I point out. But this junior suite does have a king bed, has lots of plugs next to the bed, all the latest charging, USB-C, that sort of thing. Nice new fresh art on the wall, and that TV does swivel from either side. Lots of areas to sit down to in case you're entertaining guests. You have a small closet over here for any of your hanging clothes. Maybe you're here on business. This is where you're going to find your robes, your safe, place to store your shoes. And then you've got the living room area with a pull-out couch. Small area for dining. Only one chair was given to us, which I thought was a little weird. There's our welcome cocktails that we received. Then a mini fridge, coffee maker, Keurig coffee maker. So everything looks really nice and new. And in here is going to be a look at our view. So we were overlooking kind of the desert-scaped roof here. Pretty cool shot. And so for the rest of the video here, I'm just going to walk around the property, check out some of the new landscaping that they put in. But overall, that is the new Grand Hyatt Scottsdale Resort. I'm really excited that they finally opened this, finally rebranded. I think Scottsdale is deserving of a Grand Hyatt property, so it's awesome to see. Excited to check it out throughout the years to come as I continue to check out the property.